Oh no, this is gonna be so much bigger than I wanted.
This is so wrong. Okay, hold on. No, this is very wrong. Hi everybody, welcome back. If we have not met before, my name is Shayla and I'm the creator behind Mes Amis Toys. I'm notorious for making huge crochet statues using a whole lot of stuffing, yarn, and wood to make them stand. If you don't already know, I did release my own crochet kits that teach people how to go from 0 to something. You don't need to know how to crochet to be able to make your own toy using one of these kits. I have very extensive tutorials that will teach you everything that you need to know to make your own toy. So in today's video, I'm going to be using my elephant kit, which would typically make an elephant that looks like this. I'm really curious to know if you were to take my pattern and throw it in ChatGPT and let AI do its thing, if you would be able to make something really big with the pattern this small. So I'm actually going to start with the legs, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to be able to multiply the legs, strictly because the pattern of the legs is so simple. I also just realized that since I'm going to be using this yarn, which is Sweet Snuggles by Loops and Threads, you can get it at Michael's. This is actually a size 7 yarn. The yarn that I have in my kits is a size 5 yarn. So instead of doing it times 5, the pattern, I'm going to do it times 3. And then I'm going to see what it comes up with. But I mean, just in my head, I think I can even figure out what 3 times the size of that pattern would be, specifically on the legs. So let's see. This is so wrong. Hold on. No, this is very wrong. This is not how I would multiply a pattern. Like, not at all. So in my pattern, I start with a magic ring of 6. This just told me to start with a magic ring of 18. All it did was multiply the amount of stitches in each row by 3. Like, that's all it did. It still has the same amount of rows because there's 8 rows in my legs. It still has 8 rows. It's still the same thing in each row, but they just multiplied the Okay, hold on. Can you do this again? Please. Okay. ChatGPT is incapable. I'm going to try to change my prompt. So just for your information, the first prompt that I did was, can you multiply this pattern by 3? And then I put the pattern in. Let me ask it again. Can you multiply it so the number of rows multiplies 2 and that the piece to be crocheted is still proportionate? Okay. Still wrong. Essentially what this did is it still kept the amount of stitches that it had originally. So a magic ring of 18. I don't think anyone has ever made a magic ring of 18 using this yarn. I don't think that's possible because it's so chunky. Like, I can't even make a magic ring of 10 using it. Like, the most that I've tried is 8. That being said, I'm gonna start a mini series, and I'm not gonna use this. I did have an idea for a mini series where I was gonna be using AI, and I know this is extremely controversial, but I can't be the only one wondering what would happen if you used AI to crochet. I was willing to take the fall. Let this be your sign that maybe it's not a good idea. I do not use AI for any of my statues. There's no reason, to be honest. I don't think that it would even be able to help if I even tried to think of a way for it to help. But I did think that this would be an interesting piece of content. But clearly it's incapable. So I'm starting with a magic ring of 8, and I think I'm going to do a round of increases, and then 1 single crochet increase, 2 single crochet increase, 3 single crochet increase, and then 4 single crochet increase. And then I think that at that point, that's going to be 48 stitches in the round. After that, I should be able to build up probably like 12 rows. But what I'm actually going to do is take the stitch marker off as soon as I do that last increase, and then just build up into a height that I'm happy with, because I don't like to keep moving the stitch marker, and quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to make this again, and even if I do, it'll be fine. I'm going to just go until I make sure that the actual diameter of like the base of the foot is enough, and then I can build up from there. So I just finished doing my round of 3 single crochets with an increase, and it's about this big already, and I think this might be big enough, but I'm not sure. And I would much rather it be bigger than smaller, so I think I'm going to go to 4 like I said I was going to, which is funny because I was originally thinking about going to 5 single crochets with an increase, which would have given me 56. But that's definitely going to be too big, so I'm going to do my last round with the 4 single crochet with an increase, and then that's probably going to make this probably like 8 to 10 inches in diameter. I'm really bad at like eyeballing like dimensions like that, but okay, let's see. I think I like this size. It's like, I don't even know how big this is. I would say probably about like 10 inches. Maybe 9. Maybe 9. But yeah, I think this is good. And now I'm going to do a row of single crochets in the back loops. When you single crochet in the back loops, when you do like the base of something, it just helps to create more of a defined shape between like the base and like where it goes up, because instead of it going up like this, it then just picks up the back loop and can go straight up like that. So it just gives you a more defined boxy look when you do a round in the back loops. Okay, so I have this done. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of half double crochet so far. I said I was probably gonna do what, like 12? I said between 12 and 15. I can't make the legs too tall because then that's gonna question the stability of it, and I'm not putting any wood in this, strictly stuffing. So I'm gonna make it kind of stubby, but I think I'm gonna add on another like 3 rows or so. But guys, I have reached flow state. I am like, I'm in the zone. Like, I'm in the zone. I'm doing well. I'm going fast. And I also have my movie on. So like, I'm really just vibing right now. Like, this is my happy space. Okay, I think that this is an appropriate height for the leg. What do we think? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rows of half double crochet going up. And I started with a magic ring of 8, did an increase, and then went all the way up to 4 single crochets and an increase. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus, did I say 12? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rows in total on this leg. So since I was doing a half double crochet and I want to finish off the row, I'm going to be doing a single crochet and then a slip stitch, and then I'm going to cut it. Where's my scissors? And leaving a short tail for 2 reasons. One, I don't need a long tail here. This is all going to be hidden. I'm not going to work into this, essentially because this is a 4-legged animal. This whole area right here is actually going to be on the underside. So you're not going to see this at all. It's going to be underneath. But also because this is how much yarn I have left in my first ball of yarn. I have 1, 2, 3 balls left. I do this every time. One thing I'm going to do is run out of yarn. But what I'm going to do before I actually start on the second leg is make sure that I can get more yarn. Because it would be tragic for me to make all the legs and then be like, oh, they're sold out in all of the USA. So I'm going to check right now on Michael's and just see if I can get it. And I'm really hoping that they're the same lot. They're probably not going to be, but I'm hoping that they are. Check out. Okay, so just put my Michael's order through and I have the first one finished, so I'm going to work on the second one. I think that a realistic goal for today is, hi Joliana. Hi honey. You were just taking a nap. What happened? What happened? I think a realistic goal for today is to do another one of these because I do have some editing to do and I also need to pack some orders for my crochet kits. So let's get another one of these done and we'll wrap it up. And I'm sure she wants to go for a WALK as well. Okay, you have to go over there. Go. Yes, sit. Sit. Why? It's 5:56. I can do it so much faster without a stitch marker. I bet I'll be done that leg by 6:30. Okay? Probably. Let's see. Alright, I just got the second one done, and this is what they're looking like. I mean, literally the same, the first and the second. Hi, Jolie. Yes, we're gonna go soon. We're gonna go soon, I promise. Okay, let's see what time it is. 6:32. I'm usually like really off with my timing estimations, but this was really good. I'm happy with the progress that we have today. Since I know exactly what the pattern is of these two, going on tomorrow, it'll be a lot easier for me to just build them up. I can probably make another 2 of these in like an hour. So my goal for tomorrow, day 2, is going to be to finish those. And then honestly, if I could finish the body tomorrow, I'd be really happy. So then I could literally just spend day 3 working on the head, the trunk, and the ears. And we're back. Today I'm going to be working on day 2. I am really excited to see how much I can get done. The time is now 2:48. I already went to the gym this morning. I'm dog sitting my friend's dog, Jolie. So she's here with me. So I walked her, I ate, and I'm ready to get into it. I'm wearing my rocket scientist shirt. My best friend got this for me from Patagonia a few years back, so I'm not sure if they still have it. But this is definitely one of my favorite sweaters. I feel like I am a rocket scientist and nobody can tell me otherwise. So with that being said, my plan is to wrap it up around 7 o'clock today. I think that with that, I should be able to get done like the rest of the legs and the whole body. I think. I didn't plan on this being longer than 3 days, so the body does have to get done today.
Gentle reader, we have been apart for far too long.
I just got my magic ring of 8 done, and then I did my increases. So I'm gonna go single crochet increase, 2 single crochet increase, 3 single crochet increase, 4 single crochet increase, and then I'm gonna build up 12 rows of half double crochet. Okay, third leg is basically done. To transition from the half double crochet to a slip stitch, I do half double crochet, single crochet, and then I slip stitch just so that it's the same height and then it ends off on a lower level. Gonna cut this and then I can get started on the 4th leg, and I'm not gonna cut the yarn of the 4th leg because I'm gonna use it to join the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd leg together so that we can start crocheting the body like that. On to the 4th leg. And yes, guys, this yarn sheds a lot, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I'm almost done the 4th leg, but I had to pick up another ball of yarn, and actually this is the last one that I have. I forgot to go to Michael's and grab the yarn that I ordered last night. I'm gonna see how much I can get done with this, and if I'm satisfied, then I might wrap it up for today. The time is now 5:03. I mean, I only started at like 3, but I do have to do some editing today.
I made it out in the girls' dressing room this morning, and it has mysteriously disappeared. 10 minutes.
So now that the 4th leg is done, I'm gonna make a chain before joining it to another leg. I'm thinking of a chain of 5, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's a good distance. That's like 2, probably 3 inches. And I usually like to join it right to the stitch right after, like to the left of the slip stitch, which would have been the first stitch of the last row.
Oh no, this is gonna be so much bigger than I wanted.
This is gonna be big. This is gonna be really big. Oh my god, this is gonna be so big. What did I do? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great, actually. Everything's gonna be better than fine. Okay, I'm gonna put a stitch marker. Actually, I don't need one. I'm also switching to single crochet for this first row just so that it doesn't kind of mess up the height with the chain. Is it going to make a difference? It might not, but I just feel comfortable doing this, so that's what I'm going to do. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Taking another leg, I'm going to join it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. I have this chain. So now that I have this, I'm going to do a chain 2, and then I'm going to join it to this leg over here. And this is heavy. I'm definitely going to need to pick up some more polyfill as well. I don't think I have enough. Also want to make sure that these chains are not twisted because I was just playing around. Anytime I'm trying to crochet something that's not like really small, it's like measuring dry pasta or dry rice. Like, I can't do it. Suddenly I'm cooking for 10 people when it's only me. Oh my god, my shoulder. This is what we're working with. I feel like the bigger that I make them, the better that they are. I'm not gonna have enough yarn to even get anywhere close to what I want to do today, and I don't have any left. It is 5:31, and I don't need to rush, and I have other things that I do need to do today. So this just became a 4-day minimum series. So let's finish this ball of yarn and wrap up the day. Okay, the last ball of yarn is almost done, and I've got 4 rows of half double crochet up the body. And like I mentioned earlier, my goal is to basically take my elephant pattern from my crochet kits and multiply it, kind of. In my crochet kit, I believe I have between 4 to 6 rows of single crochet, just straight rows going up to build the body. But because this is far bigger than this, I don't even know how many rows I'm going to do up. Probably like 15. That's my guess. I'm not using a stitch marker to do any of these because I'm not intending on remaking this. I'm gonna just finish this ball of yarn. I have this much left. Okay, this is what we have. End of day 2. I'm not mad about the progress. I think this is gonna be a series and not a mini series because my mini series are typically 3 days. So this might be the first series that I've done without wood. Time to try something different. So making something this big without putting wood in it, which is going to make it more accessible for other people to actually replicate this, which I think is going to be really exciting. That's the end of day 2. See you day 3.